Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Undisputed Podcast, where me and my co-host Jeff will be breaking down Ground Zero 1997, Goldust versus Brian Pillman. So basically, if Goldust loses this match, Marlena had to be his assistant for like 30 days, and if Pillman lost this match, this would be his last match. So we start out, Goldust comes out first, then Pillman comes out second. Before Pillman could get in the ring, Goldust jumps out of the ring and jumps him early. They go back in the ring pretty quickly. Then you see Goldust hitting an atomic drop and a clothesline on Pillman right off the get-go. Then they go. He puts him in the corner and he goes to the top rope and he starts punching him in the head. You know, the one where the ref count, or not the ref, but the fans count 1, 2, 3. Yeah, except he went to like 20 instead of 10 like they normally do. So they get out of the corner and you see reverse elbow by Pillman, and Pillman immediately slides out of the ring and chases Marlena around the ring until he gets to about halfway around the ring, and then Goldust kind of drops. He's kind of like goes out there and drops him face first on the steel steps, and then they get in the ring and Goldust goes and picks him up for like a back suplex type thing and drops him nuts first on like the top rope. That wouldn't feel good. Pillman tries to like leave. Goldust chases him up the back, which if I was Goldust, I'd let him leave. If he loses, you keep your wife. He can't wrestle anymore. But no, he goes up the ramp, fights him. He hits a suplex on the ramp. Goldust does after Pillman attempts one. Goldust blocks or reverses it and suplexes him on the ramp. And then Goldust kind of rolls him into the ring and then pulls his legs between, or where the ring post is between his legs, and then pulls him so he smacks his nuts on the ring post. Now Goldust gets in the ring and starts doing, here's where the match slows down a little bit. He starts working the leg of Pillman, who has ankle issues, well documented ankle issues at this point in his career. And he starts covering him after stomping on the ankle. Obviously only gets a 2 count on that. Goldust goes for a bulldog. Pillman counters by kind of like just chucking him off when he does the bulldog attempt, and then you see him throw Goldust against the ropes. He hits a back body drop. Then as Pillman's like working on Goldust on the ground, Goldust picks Pillman up on his shoulders and hits the electric chair. A move we don't see too often, but it's kind of a low-key favorite of mine. I really like the electric chair. I think it's a pretty cool move. Pillman goes up top to try to jump off, and Goldust kind of hits the top rope, and then he falls like nuts first. And then Goldust then grabs Pillman by the throat and chucks him off the top rope, and he hits the steel barricade on the outside. And then Goldust kind of holds him there, and Marlena slaps Pillman across the face on the outside. Then they go back to the top rope again, and Pillman front suplexes Goldust into the ring, and then goes for a missile drop kick, but he misses that. And then Goldust sets up for the curtain call, and Pillman's hand knocks the referee down, so Goldust hits the curtain call. Then there's no ref to count, and Marlena gets up, and she has her purse, and she goes to hit Brian Pillman with her purse. Pillman grabs her arm, blocks it, takes the purse, smokes Goldust in the head with the purse, knocks Goldust unconscious, and he gets the 3 count and the win. So Pillman wins here. Marlena has to be his assistant, and he takes off of Marlena to the back. Jerry Lawler gets up and grabs the purse and unzips the purse, and we see that inside the purse it was loaded with a brick, obviously with the intention to hit Pillman and help her husband win the match, but that did not happen. We go to the back and we see Pillman throwing Marlena in the back seat and then taking off as Goldust tries to chase, and that's kind of what we see, and that's kind of how the match ends. So my opinion of this match is it's just a match, nothing special. It does hold like a special place in a lot of people's heart. This is Brian Pillman's, unfortunately, his final pay-per-view match. He ends up passing away the morning of Bad Blood, October 5th, 1997, due to heart failure in a motel room. So he never gets to that match with Dude Love, so this will be his final pay-per-view match. So rest in peace, Brian. His son's doing big things on AEW. Well, not big things. I guess that's wrong. He's in a tag team called Varsity Blondes, yeah. And they're okay. They're kind of a jobber tag team, but I'm assuming eventually he'll get to that point where he's doing things over there. But he is featured on TV a lot, so I guess that's saying something, right? The match is basically just an okay match. Nothing special, nothing wrong with it. I would give it a 5 out of 10. It does advance the storyline a little bit, but the storyline itself is kind of silly anyways. Nobody would really bet their wife, so it's just like sometimes these storylines are like, meh. But, yeah, so we'll see what Jeff has to say. We'll see you guys next time.